Hello, ITPC. This is Steve, and you're watching Smoking Cardboard. I am, maybe I'll put it in the title. Who knows if this is in the title, but I am smoking some 40th anniversary. First smoke. Bought this at the Las Vegas Pipe Show. How much should I pay for this? I want to think I paid 80 bucks. So this is McClellan tobacco manufacturer, whatever, that doesn't make tobacco anymore. This is kind of the first time, besides a sample from, I don't know, Mel Harris, Garbage Man Piper. He gave me some, I think two samples. One was like an aromatic, and the other was a small sample of 5100 red cake. Anyway, so I'm giving this a go. I opened it several days ago to just let it get some air. I have found that tins, especially ones that have been aging, benefit from spending some time with oxygen again to get the flavors to where they really should be at. So I like to open tins and fluff them out before I actually smoke them, especially if it's a first impression. If it's not a first impression, it's probably not too huge of a deal. And I'm smoking in a Mark Tinsky billiard. It's a golden sandblast. Just one of my best smoking pipes. I don't know, a lot of my pipes are really good smoking ones, but with Virginias, I don't want them to bite me. So I try to put them in pipes that are well broken in. This pipe is well broken in. So this is a Virginia Perique, I believe. Superb North Carolina Red Virginia, worthy of a very special occasion. Let's celebrate this rich, sweet, mellow tobacco in a classic Virginia flake. The kind of beautiful, leafy. I don't see Perique. Is it on here? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. It tastes like there's quite a bit of Perique in there to me. We get spicy. Honestly, when I first tried this, like my first impression, obviously this is me first trying it, associated it with some of the Dunhill Dark Flake that I've had. That's kind of what it associated to. Or the Robert McConnell Black Flake. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's what's in it. Both of those blends I like a lot. So, yeah, this tastes tasty. I have, this past week, I guess it's going to be like 2 weeks ago, soon after I made my last video, I had, I noticed a spot of irritation on my tongue. And that kind of made me recognize that, for all you don't know, I seem to have some sort of issue with smoke irritation. The issue is more than likely an autoimmune issue where my body seems to attack itself from the irritation of the smoke. Irritating the tongue, it triggers it. So I have to kind of be careful to not over smoke. And I think I have, even with that understanding and consideration, been smoking too frequently. And so I was starting to get irritation, and it's just making me recognize that I need to change my habits. So I think my goal for the near future is to limit my smokes to only smoking not more than twice a week, and see how my body responds to that. So that's my goal. So obviously, the times that I'm smoking are going to be a lot more intentional. This upcoming days are all going to be extremely busy. So I'm taking some time after work to smoke my pipe. Trying to make a video. Missed last week. Trying to make a video every week, but I don't know with this change if videos might come every other week. And yeah, I think it'll be good. Good change to make. The one thing you'll find, though, if you don't smoke very often, is a little bit of tobacco goes a long ways. So, and some tobaccos irritate my palate a little bit more than others. So there's this thinking and desire to really focus on the blends that I enjoy that don't irritate my tongue, which has always been an ongoing, like, getting acclimated with blends and understanding what that does. But with new blends, you never know. I can usually tell pretty quickly. At first, I thought this one was going to be too irritating, so that was going to be a bummer, but it seems that it's pretty smooth for me. It's not irritating too much. And usually that means I'm just getting stinging on my tongue. I'll feel it. Even with filters, I'll just get some blends. It's just immediately just stinging. So I stick away from those. For me, the blend that's probably the most gentle, least irritating, is probably aged tobaccos are for sure. So if I can get tobaccos that have some amount of age, that always helps. But it seems that the one that does the best for me is the aged Mac Baren Golden Extra. Chelsea Dudes Up Pipes had given me some that was like from 2010. It tasted delicious. That stuff was so good. And it seemed to not irritate my tongue as bad as some of the other blends. So that's definitely one of the ones that I would try to focus on if I really went for a tobacco that I enjoy that doesn't irritate my tongue at all. I'm pretty good though, especially with new blends, that if it irritates, I kind of just give up on it. But that also makes me not want to try new blends. But I have them, and I have to say, the idea of offloading, selling tobacco is something I seem to really struggle with the idea of it. I can understand where a lot of people in the Y2PC would much prefer trading tobacco because they have in their enjoying the hobby acquired a lot of blends that they don't necessarily care for either, that maybe someone else really enjoys, and rather than spending more money, they would much rather offload tobaccos they're not too fond of. But with the amount of tobacco I have, and how frequently, maybe possibly going forward, I can smoke, the idea of trading tobaccos isn't, it feels like a waste of time. Because I need to reduce tobacco quantities. But the other part of me goes, why worry about it? Tobaccos, um, the way I'm storing them, aren't going to go bad. And it might be easier to offload them when they have more age, have become more desirable. So just don't worry about it. Who knows? Maybe I'll have a kid that's in pipe smoking and will love having all those blends. So, I don't know. I keep just putting it off. But I did make that box of stuff that was kind of like, okay, this is all definitely stuff I'm not interested in. So I really should just put some dollars on it and say, hey, anyone's really interested, have at it. But life's been so busy right now. Every night. Kids' activities. My son just kind of made a part for a play, so he's going to have practices for that. Wrestling's finally wrapping up for my one son. But kind of thinking about doing some other training for that might help him just improve. Wrestling's such a personal sport with you and one other guy. That's it. No one can help you out there. And in these youth tournaments and all this sort of stuff, especially for people that aren't very hardcore, that don't devote themselves to it, you're kind of grouped into skill levels. And it seems now my son has kind of exceeded the beginner. He's not a beginner wrestler. But it seems like there's just two groups at these ages in a lot of these tournaments, where it's kind of beginners and then not. And of the not beginners, well, he's still doing an excellent job. He is not able to win matches. And so it's kind of this idea of desire to keep him interested. I think he needs to get a little bit better so that he can win matches against some of the non-beginner wrestlers. If he went and wrestled all the beginner wrestlers, he would win all the matches. But so we'll see. a little bit of son just got braces. Man, uh, feeling financial stress. Just having all four kids kind of hit ages where you need braces. I don't understand braces. I mean, I completely understand what braces are and what they do. I often think of other countries where braces are not a requirement. Not that they entirely are here, but they seem to be one of those things that are impressed on as a parent of this is like providing your kid a good future or something, having nice looking teeth. I mean, some of my kids kind of needed them to like help them function better, like teeth lining up and different stuff like that, which that's makes complete sense. Having just good oral health in a way. But I think it's a little bit annoying that for dentists, or not dentists, but these oral surgeons, or what doctors, whatever they're called, that it's pretty much we have one program and it's to get your teeth perfect. And we're not like just talking like in the perfect position. Like they literally will file off any of the bumps that are on your teeth so they all just are exactly the same. And then for the rest of your life, you gotta wear a plastic retainer overnight, otherwise your teeth will all shift. If you don't wear that thing, you're just gonna undo all that work you did. I mean, I have a strong desire to see people as uh, uniquely themselves in a beautiful way, you know? Like, who you are as an individual, the things that you will look at and say, I don't like that. I wish I could change that. I think there's a lot of ways that uniqueness is, to me, uh, uh, charming or cool, or I don't know what word I'm trying to say. Like, I like it. And so I don't like this whole thing about braces where it just makes everybody's teeth exactly the same. So everyone kind of loses that charm. And it seems fake. It seems more and more pressure is put on everyone to look exactly the same, especially with the ability to just see people on social medias and all those posts all the time. Especially for girls, it just blows my mind that in an effort for a lot of people, uh, specifically ladies, to look a specific way, that they'll do all kinds of things, specifically to their face, but their body, to try to look a specific way, which in the end I think makes them look not great. So, but it's all self-perception. They start to be happy and start valuing themselves. Maybe I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. Well, this has turned into quite the ramble. So, needless to say, life's been stressful. Work's been stressful. Uh, this weekend's gonna be stressful. Next weekend, next week's gonna be possibly just as stressful. Um, and then I will be making that trip to Virginia, see my brother and his family, and I really hope that that is very relaxing. We are not making much for plans, which is just fine with me. Um, I hope to be able to not have a lot of commitments, and I hope that it's not stressful for them trying to think of things to keep us busy, because it's not a big deal to me. Anyway, I got some studying to do for my Bible study. I'll try to put this up. You all have a great rest of your week. I appreciate anyone who's watching this, and your comments and your encouragement. You guys, um, it means a lot to me. Um, I should have said something a long time ago. I did want to shout out two guys um, that I haven't seen shouted out, and I cannot remember uh, one of the gentlemen's channel names. Um, but he's new, younger guy. And then there was another channel that I saw through a Facebook forum. I think it was, his channel's like Huge Hefner or something. Um, it seems like he's out of the Kansas City area, and um, pretty into pipes, and has Pipe Club and all this sort of stuff. Some great videos. So I'm going to put links of that in the description, so check them out if you are interested in that. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. Bye.